and I wanted to think about something that would be important to say and also that would fit the occasion, and I was trying to think of what to read. And so what I came up with is something called Anam, Cara, no greater joy, and I know it when I see it. Some people shy away from life, and it is said that life can be at times a constant balance between love and fear. Those who shy away from it tend to be afraid of it, and sometimes with good reason. In order to be in the search for the love of one's life, one must risk a lot. One must risk oneself, risk rejection, and risk even ridicule. To endure such things, one must have the courage of one's convictions, and as we all know, love takes courage. In order to find the woman of whom a man dreams, this takes honesty. This takes the honesty to admit who we are and what we want. To state the truth, even if only to one's own self. We know honesty when we see it. Some truths are honestly quite hard to hear. Often in life we see people, couples or partners or friends who have simply been brought together by that which we call chance, circumstance, luck. Who have, so to speak, kind of bumped into each other, the blindfolded hands of luck. A woman of immense merit, in my humble opinion, deserves far more than this. A woman of talent, of intelligence, from a good family, with an array of vibrant and wonderful friends and family, who has beauty, yes, of course, but also intellect, depth, character, and that most very underrated of traits, kindness. Surely she, deserves more than a simple roll of the dice. She deserves to be chosen. From the billions of people living on and walking the earth, she deserves and hopefully wishes not just to be a chance, happenstance encounter, but to be chosen, handpicked, sought after, to be the one who is selected from the many. Her uniqueness recognized, the divine spark of herself understood by a partner who is equally of merit, by a man who is in his heart a man, and who is worthy of the magnificence of her essence. Some people, as we said, kind of crash into each other, but some people don't. To sum it up, I figured it was best like this. The legend of Aristophanes has it that in long gone days, there were no men nor women, only one human gender. I'll be honest with you right now, that does not sound like my kind of place. So powerful were human beings back then that the gods considered throwing down lightning to tear the earth asunder and rid themselves of the imminent threat. However, more than this, they feared losing the tributes and gifts that the race of men bestowed upon them. The loss of privilege. The celestial king of myth, Zeus, came up with a solution. They would split the androgynous human race into two. Men and women, man and woman, he and she. Thus shorn in two and weaker than before, supposedly, now two, where before there was only one, human beings were destined to wander the earth, forever in eternal search for what we now call their other half. On a planet, on a world of this size, on the earth, the odds are of course stacked against any single one of us finding that person, the echo to ourself. The deck is stacked firmly against us, each and every one. However, when one half decides, against sense and rhyme, to have the courage and honesty and wit and fortitude to seek out their other, to choose to search with great industry and toil for their missing self, and they choose a path like no other. A treacherous path, strewn with dates gone wrong, being shot down, and myriad disappointments. Fortitude, courage, stay the course. And so it is said that when one half then, against all the odds, against what he himself perhaps believed, actually happens to come across the other, that sacred other, it is said that they then experience an unspoken understanding, that they feel unified, and that there be no greater joy than this. No greater joy. And we know this when we see it. So last but not least, this begs the question, how do they recognize each other? How do they sense this thing? How do they know? So my gift to you guys and to you guys today is the answer, which comes from an ancient Celtic word, which is Anam, Cara. And this means the mate of the soul, the companion of the mind, and the guide to our spirit. It is an unspoken understanding. It is the cessation of yearning. It is the feeling of being found by that other from whom we were split. It is the echo of that most sacred orb within us. It is the boomerang's return to the hand. It is the sudden absence of longing from the heart, and it is that same energy within us sensed in another. And our heart rejoicing with those words, I know it, I see it. There is no greater joy. Thus the mutual self-recognition, thus the two halves reunited, and thus that which was once split is reconjoined. Anam, Cara, mated souls, there is no greater joy, and in the two people that we are here for today, I think we see it, and I think we know it.